Hello, Union. Welcome back to another episode of UNews. I am Dominique Willingham, and on behalf of everyone here at UNews, we're so glad that you all decided to come back and find out what's happening around your school. I'm here to give you a recap of what happened last week, so let's get started. Kicking off last Monday, the 25th, there was an event going on in the Carl Grant Center, or as most of us like to call it, the banquet hall. It was called Imagination and Patience, How Beauty Speaks to the Soul. It was free to the community, and it was sponsored by the Institute for Intellectual Discipleship. From what I hear, it was a big turnout, and it was something that everyone involved enjoyed. Nothing happened Tuesday, but Wednesday was a very special day for the people who went to chapel. Union celebrated its 6th annual Black History Month program. It was an all-around educational and fun experience. Also on last Wednesday, the Vocatio Center held a Black History Month symposium that took place from 11:30 to 12:30. The guest speakers were from my hometown, Pastor Brian Loritz and Dr. John Bryson from Fellowship Memphis Church. Now let's move on to Thursday. Union had a special recital with musical guests Soheen Park Altino and Victor Asuncion. Everyone loves great music, so if you didn't go, you definitely missed out. And wrapping up our week on Friday, we had a Barefoots concert going on at 8 o'clock with musical guest The Last Bison. All right, that's all for last week's event. Now let's kick it over to the one and the only Casey Enzor at the Sports Zone.
Thanks, Dom. Let's talk about sports. Starting off this week on Tuesday, the baseball team trekked over to Southern Arkansas University to face the Mule Riders. Yeah, well, we won, beating them in both games of the doubleheader to make it a clean sweep. The baseball team was scheduled to play a series here at home against West Alabama this Saturday and Sunday. However, extraordinarily unfortunate for everyone involved, it snowed. Due to this inclement winter weather in March, those games were moved to Alabama because thankfully it doesn't snow there. This series against West Alabama will be their first Gulf South Conference game, officially marking our transition into NCAA D2. Thursday was senior night here at the Fred. All of our senior basketball players were recognized for their hard work and dedication. Both the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs punctuated the emotional evening by defeating West Alabama. The women tipped off at 6 and dominated the game throughout with an 82-64 victory over the Tigers. Following the women's game, the men pulled out a nail-biter, defeating West Alabama 81-74. This Saturday, everyone but the baseball team went to Georgia. The softball team played a doubleheader against Valdosta State, and both the basketball teams battled the University of West Georgia. There are a plethora of away games coming up this week. On Sunday, the softball ladies traveled to Florida to play a doubleheader against UWF. Monday and Tuesday, the golf teams will be playing in the Spring Hill Invitational in Mobile, Alabama. Also on Tuesday, baseball will take on Trevecca Nazarene here at home, so you should head out to Fesmire Fields at 4 p.m. to show your support. Wednesday, the softball team will play a doubleheader against Christian Brothers University at 5 and 7 p.m. CBU will be coming here, so those are 2 more games that you can attend this week. The rest of the week will all be away games. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, our men's and women's basketball teams will begin the first round in their NCCAA region tournaments in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Bluefield, Virginia, respectively. On Saturday, the softball team plays a doubleheader at University of West Georgia, and the baseball team will be playing Shorter University, also in Georgia. That's all for sports this week. Now over to Janae White for upcoming news.
Thanks, Casey. Here's a look at what's happening around campus this week. On Monday, Residence Life is sponsoring a Minute to Win It contest over in Heritage. Ask your RA for more information. The Vocatio Center will host a DMS senior seminar entitled Life, Career, and Development from 3 to 4:30 p.m. in the Vocatio Center conference room. Tuesday, Dr. Dockery will be speaking about the gospel and the SBC from 10 to 11 in Luther Hall. If you're an education major applying for a job after graduation or this summer, you'll probably be writing your professional resume. At 10:50, the Vocatio Center will present Resume Writing for Educators in the BAC 38 classroom. Also, the music department is hosting a guest cello recital featuring Leonardo Altino from 7:30 to 8:30 in Hartley Hall. Wednesday, Student Senate will be held in Harvey Hall at 9:30 p.m. Senate is every 2 weeks and is a great way to hear from other student leaders and come up with ideas to better our campus. If you're pursuing a career in ministry or church leadership, Thursday will be a session entitled Ministry Leadership, the Lord's Supper Experience from 4 to 5:30 p.m. at Cornerstone Community Church. Also, the Vocatio Center is hosting a seminar called Career Transition Strategies from 6 to 7 in the Continuing Studies Building, room 113. If you see lots of prospective students and their families touring around campus Friday, you'll know it's preview day. The Preview Day Chapel speaker is Jason Dusing from the Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary in Texas. The one and only open mic night of the spring semester is at 8 p.m. at Barefoot's Joe. If you're interested in auditioning, talk to a barista at Barefoot's for more information. Early Saturday morning, Kappa Delta Sorority is hosting a Shamrock 5K to benefit their philanthropy, Prevent Child Abuse America. To register for the run, stop by their table this week outside Coburn. That's it for the events and news this week. Now back over to Dominique to wrap it up.
Dom, you're up. You're up.
Oh, sorry. Thanks, Janae. Well, looks like that's all for this week's UNews edition. I am Dominique Willingham. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Don't forget to like UNews on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you have a story you want us to cover, shoot us an email at unionunews@gmail.com. See you guys next week. Can I get back to texting now? Because I got to text somebody important, and I'm important, so important people text each other.